So I brought a little treat tonight to showcase to you cool cats. So does anyone know what molecular gastronomic techniques are? I should fix the lighting here, right? Let's see if I can change the lighting. Oh, there we go. So molecular gastronomic techniques, bringing science to the kitchen, which is pretty cool. So what I do is I take, you all know what caviar is, right? So caviar, not from the fish, this is vegan caviar. And the coolest thing about vegan caviar is it's animal free. So what I do is I take an essence, a flavor profile, and from that, sorry? I'm sorry to hear that, someone blocked you. So what I do is I take sodium alginate, which comes from seaweed, and it's a thickening agent. So what happens is I introduce my liquid into the sodium alginate. So liquid being vinegar, balsamic vinegar. So instead of doing a caprese, like a drizzle of balsamic vinegar, what you do is you take a syringe, you take your balsamic vinegar or flavor profile, and you add sodium alginate to it, you bring it up to a steep little soft roll boil, and then from there you introduce it into a very, very cold olive oil by a syringe, little droplets. And what comes out of that is little pearl shapes, which you can actually make as big as you want. Little pearl shapes that look like this. Isn't that incredible? And you know what happens is, so what you do is you just put them in your mouth and they pop. Literally, like pop. And so instead of having like balsamic vinegar running everywhere, or reduced vinegar where it's really thick and sweet and chewy, this in fact has the whatever vinegar profile you've taken. If it's a really aged one or really, you know, young, fresh, sweet, and these things, ooh, see that? That thing squirted everywhere. Watch. Let's try that again. Woo. Anyways, it's incredible. And so you can decorate that on top of tomatoes. You can put that anywhere that you would, in fact, put balsamic vinegar. Also, not even balsamic vinegar. You can take a white balsamic vinegar, and maybe a lot of you don't know what that is, but instead of it being black, it can be little pearl whites. Let's see how we get some. There we go. And it's delicious. So when you want to get creative with fish, you can take citrus, but you have to bring down the pH for it to formulate. And you can actually make a citrus, so if you're doing fish or something like that, let's get some color in there. Focus, focus. Why isn't it focusing? There you go. I don't know if you can see that. There we go. Not really, you can see it. What you laughing at? Yeah, you can't really see it. Anyways, it's lemon, it's zest, it's delicious.
What are you showing?
I'm showing my molecular caviar.
Oh, you're showing your little balls?
My little balls.
He's showing off his little balls.
Hey, somebody's got some big balls here, okay?
You got nice little balls.
Thanks. This one is called, this is pomegranate. Anyways. This is show and tell time at the Avenue Bistro in Toronto, cooking up a storm, French style. We have the honor of participating and delivering an incredible menu that's been created for our audience here in Toronto. You know, there's nothing like being able to have a chance to go out with your loved ones or your friends, and it's really hard to find a restaurant that, you know, you really enjoy to go to. And actually, not even going there, but getting the full experience. Being able to sit down at a table, exploring the menu, having a server introduce the food, make you really hungry for it over a couple of good drinks. And then when the chef decides to deliver that food out to your table, you have something, you have this wow factor in your mouth. You're going, wow, je ne sais quoi. As you would say, qu'est-ce que fuck? And that's the beauty part, because you can leave a restaurant and you're like the best business card there is. You can tell everybody how wonderful your meal was, the experience, and the personality that went with it too. And there's nothing like the chef coming out and talking to you after you've given the great compliments of how good the food was. So that's where that's at. I'm gonna get 2 steaks going right now. Medium rare, medium well. 2 steaks on. You ready for the steaks? 2 minutes? I'm gonna put them on. All right, thank you. Balsamic. I need du feu, as you say, the lighter. Get my skillet nice and hot. As the you good for that? I'm gonna drop it now. 12 minutes. 12 minutes is good. What do we got here? Yeah. I'll hold that down for 12 minutes. You got 12 minutes with me. I'm going to show you what it's like to make the most incredible steak in the world. And the best thing is we can do it a couple styles. We can do it sous vide, or we can do it hot on the coals and the flame. So we have those options here, which is pretty cool. Giving options is amazing. It's all about the experience and giving people the enjoyment of the presentation and the food profiling and the taste. That's what I love. I love to be able to go to, first thing I do actually when I go into the kitchen is I want to know who the chef is. Because if you're going to pay for a really good meal, you want to know what it's about, right? You really want to know who is creating that meal for you. So creating that meal, and then once you have that meal, you want to make sure it's delicious. You want to make sure you want to come back to that, or at least I want you to come back. Because not only that we throw out specials, but we also have an incredible menu that you want to be able to explore all of it, because not just one's really good, but everything's good. It has to be good. The food that's on someone's menu has to be wow. And the only way that is by the love and heart from a chef. You know, it's all about the chef and his team and how much love they put into the food. That's all you want to do is give. Because what are you doing if you're a chef and you're not giving? What are you doing, right? What do you got there, bud?
That's just my schedule.
Okay.
Track my hours.
Thank you very much. But yeah, so I am going to hit the steaks. We got 2 steaks that are down. I need that frites on standby. I need 2 compound butters.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yes, chef.
Do we still have? Is he still doing mise en place downstairs?
Yes.
Thank you. All right, cool. We are killing it and still doing it. My station just doesn't seem to be working too hard right now. Thank God, it's been such a rush day. You know, throwing out a couple hundred covers a day is pretty hard. No, it's not. It's like having your own living room open up, you know? What's a couple hundred people? You know what I mean? Hey, what's a couple hundred people?
What?
Feeding a couple hundred people a day. What are you saying? Oh, what are you doing? Hey.
Calling Nick. Nick Max.
Well, looks like we're getting double whammy here on Facebook Live.
Double camera.
Double camera action. What other dish can we introduce to you? Oh, let me say.
So Nick, to pick up the phone.
So, oh, did I lose this or what? Oh, there we go. Sorry. You know what the really coolest thing is a really good burger. Now, when you go to a burger joint or you go to a restaurant, you really want a quality burger, a really proper meat. And the greatest thing is, this is what our burgers are coming from. You know what I mean? Grinding up this, the most expensive meat there is, but it's delicious. You know, grinding it up, adding seasoning, full flavor profile, and then mashing it up into a burger and offering it to you. You know, some incredible cheeses.
Mush it up.
And a great brioche bun, you're good to go. And of course, his frites. This guy makes the best fry.
French.
French fry.
French.
Dude, he come to a French restaurant, you get French toast, you get French fries. What else you get?
You get French kissed.
French kiss, French dressing. I don't know about the French kissing though. Never kissed a chef. I don't know. Have you? That's kind of weird.
No.
We got that straight on camera, right?
Yeah.
Hey, I wonder. Hey, Chef Brad, you still here? You know, I'm holding the fort down, eh? But let me see how hard if you're still with us. Yep.
We had a grease fire earlier, but
Yeah, we put it out.
But Jagger put it out.
Yeah, I put it out with my hair. I think I needed to get I didn't have to go for a waxing. I literally just put my arms over the stove. We needed to change it up a little bit here in the kitchen.
You're good, man. Dinner rush is good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's pretty awesome. Yeah, so, anyways, long story short, we love you guys. It's all about putting love into food and putting the food out to you guys. And there's going to be a lot of great announcements that are coming out. The Feed of Ford, let's get back to the Feed of Ford. The Feed of Ford is going to be doing some incredible things. We are at the Restaurant Canada show where I'll be on stage discussing about our food insecurities and what Feed of Ford is doing here in Canada. I'm making a big movement we have over 500 volunteers that are working with us together, moving forward in the city with a food rescue system. So if you want to be a food rescue hero, hashtag it. Hashtag I'm a food rescue hero. Or hashtag food rescue hero. It's probably the best thing you can do. And if you know anybody that needs a meal, we will offer it to them and deliver those weekly or bi-weekly meal packages that are in need for people. Because there's a lot of people out there dealing with food insecurities, and this is what we do. At the Restaurant Canada show, we will also have a food demonstration where I'll be on stage with my team showing you how to utilize stuff that's going, a little 86. Guys, got a team downstairs he wants to call. So the greatest thing is we are going to do a food demo on foods, products that would be, in other words, you'd throw out. So I'll talk about that later. I don't want to bore you with details. And the coolest thing is we have a booth on the floor where we can talk about Feed of Ford. You can meet you, greet you, and you can also meet all the other vendors, manufacturers, and distributors that are dealing with food products or food relations. And that's it. So yeah, let's get the steaks on. Nice hot grill.
Hello. Yo.
12 minutes. Fries, please.
You lost $20? Okay, I'll look for it. I'll let you know.
Did you lose $20 gambling?
Yeah. Are you sure it was just $20? And I found 40.
Dips on that. You can give it 20. We'll split it.
Was it just 20 or was it 2 20s? Whatever Jack gave you?
What? I gave 20?
Did he give you 20 or 2 20s? Oh, you don't know.
Right.
So I guess I'll just.
So tell Adam that I gave him 40.
Yeah.
We only found 20, and now he owes me 40, and I'll give him another 20.
Well, yeah, Jack says he did give you 40, but we did find 20, so you owe him 40, so we got your 20. I found your $20.
Yeah.
It was 20.
What goes really good with steaks
$20
is la beurre. So compound butter. Let me show you what compound butter is.
Right.
So the cool thing you can do at home is take butter. You can bring it up to room temperature, and you take your favorite flavors, which would be any herbs, garlic even. Flavor the butter as you would imagine that you would want your steak to taste, or as your butter would taste. Then what you do is you mold it, you roll it into plastic, which is this.
All
you
right.
do a little round roll, and then you stick it in the freezer or the fridge.
Yeah, I'll be here too.